No, that's me. That's me. I'm really live. Come on. Hi, Evan. How are you? Welcome to my live stream. You're the first one here. You're the first one here. That makes you special. That is wonderful. Hello, monkey. I'm eating ice cream. You can come in next. Hello. Hi. Salutations. I have like 9 right here. I have more. Welcome everyone. Looks like there's 9 people here in the chat. Dear Master, do I have a Glock 19? I don't have a Glock 19. I have a Glock 19 clone. I have a PSA Dagger. And it's this green one right here. Daniel, Deer, Monkey, Evan, hello, and all you people that are watching that aren't able to do the chat. Hey, if you guys want to do me a big favor, if you want to see my channel more, and you want to see other channels that feature guns, like real guns or toy guns, I've got some Nerf guns too. If you want to see more of that, hit the like button and subscribe. Because YouTube hates people like me just because I like guns, which is very not First Amendment friendly. I do, dear master. I have 3 ARs. Trace, 3. I have 3 ARs. So I really like mine. You can see them here. I have an AR-15. I have an AR-10 chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. And I have an AR 9mm, which I just featured in a short that I just published. YouTube can suck a golf ball through a shot. Everybody say hello to J-Dog. He's one of my best and longest moderators. He's a great guy. I don't hunt very often. I have hunted moose and caribou and bear when I lived in Alaska. Do I have a bat like the metal one? I guess, maybe. My favorite gun, monkey, right now is my AK-47. It's a very special, hard to find AK-47. So. But I haven't lived in Alaska for a long time. Hey, dog woman. Yep, I have a Chinese AK-47, which is kind of hard to find. I can. Here in Utah, You can hunt. It's just kind of a, it's, do I have a scar from Fortnite? I do not have a scar. I have better than a scar. My big AR right here, that's way better than a scar. None of it is airsoft, Jesse. None of it is airsoft. I don't own any airsoft, but I do have some delicious ice cream from Warren's. If you're ever in Utah, go to Warren's and get their ice cream. Thank you, Evan. I will, bon appetit. I've got my ATF. Right now they're not deadly. Right now they're just there. They're literally not doing anything, Jesse. What's my OnlyFans account? It's youtube.com/@below-average-Utah-dad. Or you can go to Instagram and it's @below-average-Utah-dad. And then on Facebook it's also @below-average-Utah-dad. Deer Master, I do. This wood stock, this one's a Marlin 60. You're good, dog woman. Oh, I know. Someone who works for the ATF doesn't talk the way that you do. I was just letting you know that right now they don't do anything. That is not a Puget Sound map. That is actually a map of China. That's a tactical pilot chart. Sorry, tactical pilot chart, and that's of Wuhan, China. Where my AR is pointing right at the very top. That's not by design. I just realized it did that. That's pointing at Wuhan, China. What about that bump stock? Well, technically, any stock is a bump stock if you do it right. Mongoloid, why? Why do I have a map of China? Because I think it's kind of cool, because I'm in the reserves. So I took the firing pin out. But sure, I guess. I don't have any film of me hunting. I'm sorry. Hi, Jay. Do you like no sniper? Which one is your favorite? My favorite gun right now is my AK-47, and I do have what most would consider a sniper rifle. This AR-10 is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. No, none of my firearms are fully automatic. They're all semi-automatic. You're good, J-Dog. I don't have an old pistol. I did have an old pistol, and it belonged to my stepdad, but when he passed away, I gave it to my younger brother, who had a really special relationship with my stepdad. So, I do have a 12-gauge shotgun. This one right here, this is a Remington Model 120 Ranger. So it's a hunting model of the police shotgun that's called the 1200. I think it's called the Master. Remington 1200 Master or something like that. Is that a 410? No, it's a 12 gauge. It's a 12 gauge, and then I have this one over here is a 22. It's a Marlin 60. Why do I not have a gun rack? Because we're actually going to be moving from this house. We're probably going to sell this house, and I don't want to install a gun rack in here if I'm just going to have to fill all the holes. I am in the military, yeah. I'm in the reserves. That's awesome, Monkey Man 17. That's cool. I do have an AK-47 right here, and I have kind of like a Glock 19. It's very similar to a Glock 19 right there. I wouldn't, Mongoloid. I wouldn't land in China because we don't need to offensively attack China. We just need to help defend Taiwan when it happens. AKs or ARs? So, AKs are very durable, but ARs, like here in the US, ARs are just going to be more readily available. It's just the better option. When did I get the breast reduction surgery? Well, when I started lifting weights a little more often, it just kind of happened. I don't have an M1 Garand, Ryan. That's cool, Jesse. That's cool. I don't have a 50 cal. I do have a 6.5 Creedmoor, Lyric. I have a 6.5 Creedmoor. Can you see my Nerf guns? The only one you can see right now is this little red one off to the side. I can't actually touch my Nerf guns on a live stream with real guns. YouTube will shut down my stream if I touch them. If they move by themselves, it's fine. It's not all the guns that I have. It's just all the guns I'm going to let anybody see. Is this all the guns that I have, Magic 8-Ball? That's not the right answer. It says it is decidedly... Apparently, the Magic 8-Ball says it is all the guns that I have. So, yeah, if you guys... There's a lot of people watching right now. If you guys would be really awesome, because I like talking to the chat about my guns and answering questions about guns. If you guys would hit the like button and maybe consider hitting that subscribe button, that would be super cool. No, it is against YouTube policy to sell any firearms on a live stream or in any other thing. So I do not sell firearms, Mr. Heavy. But thanks for trying to get me canceled. I used to hunt, Lyric. I used to hunt quite a bit, but I don't anymore. That's pretty below average selection of weapons. It's pretty sufficient, though. Thank you, Sensa. Do my guns make me more of a man? Well, they definitely make me more deadly when I need to be. So, they're all the guns you pay taxes for, isn't it? That's an interesting question. I don't really know how to answer that. Do I reload? I actually don't reload. What is my favorite gun brand? Ooh. If I was going to name one brand that makes just like solid guns all around, I'd say FN. Fabrique Nationale makes really, really, really good guns. Just all around. I've never seen a bad FN gun. YouTube is super strict, MH Vegas. Welcome, by the way. Welcome, everybody. I know I'm not saying hello and welcome to the stream, but I really appreciate you all being here. It's super awesome. Where would be a good place to get an AR? Probably at a Sportsman's Warehouse or a nearby FFL dealer. Show me the bullets. I can show you the bullets. Which ones would you like to see? I can show you bullets. Sometimes my family and I go to church. Yeah. Thank you, Monkey Man. I work very hard on my mustache. Oh, thank you, Lyric. I appreciate it. Bobby, my favorite rifle right now is my Chinese AK. Which AR, dear master? Which AR? I have two that shoot. I mean, technically, I have three that shoot bullets. One shoots 9mm, one shoots 5.56, and one shoots 6.5 Creedmoor. VR gaming. That's a great question. You can actually go. I would recommend going to like PSA. PSA is a great place to start, and you can see what like an entry-level AR goes for. These are all semi-auto. Beside the shotgun. Beside the shotgun. Okay. Very carefully. Did not touch any of my guns. The ARP is right here. That's the ARP. This, okay. So this is a 5.56 round, guys. This is what's standard in like a regular. Oh, cool, Eric. This is what's standard for like an AR. Thanks, HD Fritas. PKA RSK. I don't know what that means, Jesse. All right, and this. Yeah, give me just a second, Ron, and I'll go up close. So that's a regular 5.56 AR. This is for a 6.5 Creedmoor, which is a little different than a regular AR-10. This is for more long range. I can hunt with it, and I have, and I've been successful, but it's more like just long range. So when I say I have a sniper gun, this is more the sniper round. It's way cooler than a SCAR. Do you know why it's cooler than a SCAR? Because I built it. All of my ARs, I built. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm going to show you guys. I don't make my own bullets. Ron, you wanted to see the AK up close. There it is. Sorry, it's a little dark. But there it says Norinco. It's a Chinese Norinco. I'm rebuilding it back into a Type 56. Yeah, there you go. There's all the different magazines that I have. I don't have any clips, off site. I don't have any clips. It's just just magazines, and then there's these two down here. So yeah, that's a good way. So like, there's another way to see. That's how much smaller a regular AR mag is compared to the AR-10. Yeah, I can show you the ARP up close. There's the ARP right there with its pistol brace and its 8-inch barrel. Yeah, so this room I actually have I've got a heavy duty lock on this door. This is my office, and it's also my armory, so I can lock everything up really, really well. And so I've got keys and everything, and I lock it up. And then I have bars on my doors, or on my window. Do I eat tacos? I do eat tacos. In fact, I made burritos tonight, and if you would have been on my live stream earlier, you would have seen that I made burritos. I do not have a 50 cal. I also do not have a muzzle loader. What if you shoulder a brace? I'm probably committing a felony. It makes it like it when you put a pistol on a brace, it turns it into a gun. Makes it a higher caliber bullet come out of it. We had a president that said that once. Like those were his exact words. So, Bobby, yes, I do. Up in my freezer, I do have meat from animals. If I had to sell all my guns and only keep one, we would be in a world of trouble because that means that we're no longer constitutionally free. One out. What's up? I've been on here since like 8. Awesome. Do you have any 5.56 rounds? I just showed off my 5.56 rounds. What is my daily carry? I carry. I actually swap between all three. I have 3 pistols. So I have a micro Dagger, which is like a Glock 43X. Yes, JP, Gen 3 Glocks are reliable. These are Glock clones, but they use almost all the same parts. So I have a Glock 43X clone. I have a Glock 19 clone, and then right now I've been carrying my Glock 17 clone. FV in the building. How you doing, FV? Hey, FV Ordnance. What's going on? What do I recommend for a budget-friendly first handgun? Northeast Hardwood Outdoors. That's actually a really good question. What's your budget? It depends on what people's budget is. My recommendation when it comes to a first-time handgun, maybe something with a little bit longer barrel and iron sights, but also whatever you can afford to go out and regularly shoot and become proficient and like good with. And I don't mean good like you need to hit targets like this. I mean like center of mass size targets. When you can become proficient with that, then that's a great handgun for you. I personally carry Glock pattern AV Geek. My daggers are like Glock clones. What gun would I recommend for a beginner? I would start with a 22. Like if you've never shot guns before, go to a gun range and shoot a 22. Doesn't matter if it's a rifle or a pistol. Just go and ask if they'll help you and shoot a 22. You're good, J-Dog. I think we've got enough. We've got Ordnance on here. We've got Dangerous and Baba Booey. If you need to step out. I do have Wi-Fi. You cannot live with me, dear master. I already have 3 teenagers and a wife. I grew up in Alaska, Bobby. I lived in Alaska for about 15 years. But my dad was a pilot in the Air Force. And so I kind of grew up all over. I lived here in Utah. I lived in Idaho. For a $300 to $400 budget, if you can find a law enforcement trade-in Glock Northeast, that's what I would recommend in 9mm. If not, go get a Taurus. Taurus is a good gun. I do not have any fully automatics. Only semi-automatics. I honestly think it was because the F-35s here at the base at Hill, their flight pattern when they go out to go train is right over literally right over my house. And since I know some of the pilots, sometimes I think they fly over my house just to like make my house shake. I like to think so. So I think that them flying over, because there were a bunch of them that took off today. I think it shook. My guns aren't in complete disarray. They're like up gunshots. That's awesome, VR gaming. Honestly, also Northeast Hardwood. If you're ever worried about it, like I don't have any 22 Hornets, Bobby. You can also people are gonna get mad at me for saying this. You can go get a high point. They're uglier than sin, but I promise you that high point will never fail to shoot. A high point will never fail to shoot. It'll never fail to shoot, man. I've been around enough and shot enough high points. If somebody handed me a P320 and somebody handed me a high point and said you can only pick one, I would definitely take a high point over a P320. And anybody who says they take a P320 over a high point in this chat, if they have a wrench next to their name, I know that they're lying. 100% they are lying. High point carbines are really nice. I like high point carbines. I don't have any taupe. Every ordinance. Hey, Kian. Can I add people to my live? I can try. That's fair, Carl. The M17 and M18 version of the high point, or of the P320 I would take. I've shot the M17 and M18 really good. John Wicks. He's brave. He has children already. I don't hunt very much anymore. I think revolvers are great. I just don't own any. I grew up shooting growing up in Alaska. I actually learned how to shoot a pistol with a 44. Kian, depends on what you're gonna do. If you're going to, I would say if you're gonna do suppressed, I would do a piston, not a spring. Oh, Carl. Hey everybody that's here, go check out Northeast Hardwood. We need to check out his stuff. Everybody go check out his channel. Everybody go subscribe to Northeast Hardwood Outdoors. Everybody go subscribe. For someone with large hands, without a +1, maybe like a Glock 19X, or I think Canik has a pistol that's kind of like, Walther PPS, Police Pistol Slim. It's a single stack, so you don't get as many rounds, but it's got a nice slim profile, but it also has a really good feel to it. Carl doesn't carry a loaded gun. Carl, I know that you guys have seen enough of my videos. Like, you know that I'm going to give you crap about that. But if you don't want to carry a loaded gun, like, I don't agree with it. I think you're more of a liability, but because I don't think the time it takes to rack a round is worth that risk. But if you want to carry without a round in the chamber, I think that's fine. Yeah, check out the PPS, the Walther PPS. And there's a law enforcement version that comes with 2 different types of magazines. Go with the LE version. So, but more importantly, Xavier, go to a range or just go to a gun store and feel a bunch of pistols. See which one feels best in your hands. Like, don't just buy one because I'm telling you to buy one. Go check it out. All right, Carl, I'm gonna hear you out. That was a really big bite. $1911s are cool, Monkey. Northeast, if I get to a point where I can just go hunt in whatever state with an out-of-state license whenever I want, believe me, I will do it. Walther in general, I think, earring back smelling. No, I don't have a Mini 14. My brother has a Mini 14 earring. He lives in Idaho and he comes down to visit every once in a while. It's in a couple of my videos, his Mini 14. It belonged to our stepdad and he inherited it when my stepdad passed away. Northeast, I'm on X, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and here. We also have a Discord. You should be able to get to any of them from my video descriptions or from my splash page, the YouTube channel page. I also have my emails available, Northeast. Oh, that's my ARP. It's a 9mm AR. All my ARs I built, guys. Cool. Thank you. Bo, I'm eating ice cream. It's kablamo. Yes, I built my ARP. I built all 3 of my ARs. If you want something with more barrel length, something with more barrel length. Quick, everybody, what's a 9mm with more barrel length than like 3.5 inches? That's not like a giant freaking pistol. Oh, cool, Carl. Earring. Go check out deltateamtactical.com. You can build one. I built mine for under 400. Oh yeah, a Beretta would be a good. Yeah, Xavier, go check out a Beretta 92. Here, I'll flip the screen around and I'll show you guys. Boom. DeltaTeamTactical.com. If you're interested in building an AR pistol for a really good price, go check them out. Oh yeah, Springfield does have some that are like 4.25. Depending on what your budget is, you could go H&K. Heckler & Koch makes a couple of pretty decent longer barrel 9mm. I'm going to go throw this away. I will be right back. Yeah. Ronnie, where are you? Did Alice go home? Oh, okay. What? Why? Ronnie. Here. lose everybody. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to oh, sorry. Had to just helping my kids out with some stuff. Being a Utah dad, being a below average Utah dad. Alrighty. What did I miss? Let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss? Okay. Okay. Smith & Wesson. Yeah, Bodyguard 2.0 is a good one. TP9 series is good. Okay, awesome. Okay, I didn't miss too much. Hi, Noah from Argentina. Thank you, J-Dog. Yeah, everybody, if you would do me a huge favor and like and subscribe. Peeps scared of +1. No, I don't think he's scared of +1. I think the Hellcat is an okay micro compact. I am an American. Thank you, Owen. Welcome to my channel. This is what I do on most nights. So we've got about another hour and a half, guys, before I'm going to go up to bed. I have to get up at 4 again. I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning all this week, so we're not doing late live streams, but I will still leave the live stream open for everybody to talk and get to know each other and everything like that. Hello from America, Valrico boy. A little bit of both, Owen. I don't hunt very much. I sometimes hunt small game and birds, like fowl, but mostly I'm a firm 2A absolutist, and so I just like guns. Oh, cool, RB. Moab's awesome, man. 380 is very, like, that's what I struggle with the smaller caliber pistols is you can get 9mm that will perform at like really hot 380, or you can just buy 9mm and have more. I guess if you want a much smaller pistol, that would make sense, but I don't love the cost of 380 right now. The cost of buying the pistol, the cost of the ammo. I know, J-Dog. Oh, cool, Owen. It's going pretty good, Mason. It's going pretty good. Oh, cool. What, which base are you at? Are you at Geilenkirchen? Or are you at Rammstein? I do not have an HK 416. Kian, I don't have an HK 416. I have hunted turkey in the past. I've never been successful at it. I've been more successful with like pigeons and pheasant and duck and goose. I have hunted sandhill crane. Sandhill crane's pretty good. If nobody here has ever had sandhill crane, definitely worth checking out. It's good stuff. So Carl, if you're willing to put in the time and you're willing to put in the upfront cost of doing the reloading, you can generally reload for about half as much as it costs to buy ammo. You might not be able to do like really special defense rounds, but especially for like long range shooting, for rifle shooting and shotgun, you can really save a lot of money reloading your own ammo. Pistol rounds, maybe, but I think you're better off just buying pistol rounds. But rifle rounds and shotgun, you can save quite a bit reloading. If you're, oh, Weissbaden. Cool. I've been to Rammstein and Geilenkirchen. So, are you Army or Air Force? I'm guessing Army if it's Weissbaden. You can hunt them in Texas. Ribeye of the sky, indeed. They taste good. They taste just like steak. As long as they are legally allowed to own the gun, I think that's great, Monkey Man. Okay. So I have a cousin who's a colonel who just went overseas. I don't know where he is overseas. He just got promoted to 06, and he's a commander over in Europe right now. Am I gonna play the Oblivion remake? Probably not. I like the Elder Scrolls, but I've never been like a huge Elder Scrolls person. Oh, gotcha. What is going on? Sorry. I have to check. What is my take on gender? Well, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you take a wild guess what my take on gender is. Seriously, Jackie, you should 100% take credit for that. Just say things that you've learned from some of your other supervisors, and you put it together through research and sources. Take credit for it. That's what a good supervisor does. Oh. I did see the Kuna. I think the Kuna is pretty decent. Are you live 20? I'm not live 24/7. I'm gonna be live a lot, like doing ASMR streams. Then I'll come on for a couple hours at the end of the day this week because I'm in uniform all this week, and my day starts at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not gonna be able to put out shorts as often. So yeah, I'm gonna have more ASMR live streams, and then in like 2 weeks it's gonna be the same thing. We just got a lot going on right now with the Air Force, so that's what I'm gonna be doing that. Thank you, Sean. How do I like rippets? Rippets are an ingrained part of being deployed overseas in the military. So I wouldn't say that they're great. I would say that they're just kind of a part of who I am now. No, so that's what I do like about the Kunas. It's got the AR style controls, but it's still roller delayed. Do I think the Strybog or the Kuna are going to shoot as good as an MP5 or an SP5? No, I don't. But I think that you're going to get close, especially for the cost. Hey, Prep, what's going on, bud? Yep, everybody, if you can do me a favor, hit that like button, double tap your screen. There's a little thumbs up thing if you're watching on a computer. What's the reason why I joined the military? So I joined the military because I am actually a 4th generation military member. My dad was a pilot when 9/11 happened, so I saw some of the direct effects that the military had and a lot of the good that came from volunteer service. And I've always been passionate about my country, and like, really, that's it. I know it sounds really lame, but that's why. And I have been in almost 20 years, so I've almost caught up to my dad. He retired at 24. I will hit 20 in November, but I think I'm probably going to be in for another 7 to 8 years. What's my strongest gun? That's an interesting question, J-Links. I can answer that a couple of different ways. If I'm really up close, it's going to be my shotgun. If it's far away, it's going to be the gun right next to my shotgun. So, that's true, gun. They probably did, Mason. Rippets are like there's a reason that you can buy rippets this size at the Dollar General and Dollar Tree. There's a reason that you get them at the dollar store. It's not because they're good for your body. Really good for oil stains. If you have like a shop bench that's got all kinds of stuff on it, you pour it on there, it'll clean it up. I like the sugar-free kind because if I'm going to drink it, I at least want to be able to eat food with it and not consume calories. And if anybody says, oh my gosh, it's sugar-free, that's terrible for you, it's a fucking Rip-It. Okay? It's not exactly orange juice. Thank you, Josh. It's China. Exactly, Mason. Exactly. I used to have a Winchester 700, model 700 in 338 when mag Sean. I don't know exactly. Like that's what I mean. Is like when people are like, quick chips. The reason they're red is because that's what color I wanted when I bought it from Dagger Defense, but also because now they're red because it pisses people off. Like truly, there are more people that comment on my pleb optics that are red, and I do it just to piss people off at this point because it makes me happy. It's actually just a map that I got from some Intel buddies of mine. It's not classified or anything. It's just a cool old tactical pilot chart. Some F-16 guys that I knew. Some F-16 Intel scrubs. Guess your job. You have a 50 cal. You're a body double for a movie star. Because 50 cals only show up in the movies because they're not practical for anything. I was going to say librarian next, or ballet dancer. What is going on? High school guys. John Wicks. No, that's a Locos. Do you guys remember Locos? It was an energy drink that also had alcohol. Matrix, guess my job. I have an M4. Are you going to bed?
Yeah.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
Good night. Sleep well. I have an M4 and an M4A1 and a Glock. It's kind of obvious. He has an M4 and an M4A1 and a Glock. It's kind of obvious. He's an ATF agent. I have a 50 cal and I work a shit job. No one cares. Oh, that's J-Dog. You're right. No one cares, J-Dog. Carl, the opposite of a Fed. With a thermal. What's your job? You have a 50 cal. You work for the Coast Guard. They still have Locos down in Florida. There are some places that still sell Locos. I don't know why. Appalachia stand for no reason. Gunshots. 4 Locos. Exactly what I'm talking about, John Wicks. 4 Locos. So, yeah, because it's like a Rip-It plus they decided to pour beer into it. It's not even like liquor. It's like It's like Zima. It's like they took an energy drink and they said, let's pour Zima in it. That's what a Four Locos is. And now we know why Florida Man is a thing. John Wicks is like, they sell them at every corner store in Florida. They banned them in a lot of places. Hello, Lyric. Yes, John. They have caffeine and like guarana and alcohol. It's... I think it even has like BCAAs. It's really weird. It was like literally, it was like Four Locos. They were like, here, it's alcohol, but also it's got a bunch of good stuff, so you don't have to feel bad about getting hammered. By the way, your heart will explode. Hello, Outdoor Life. Oh, I know who that is. I know who that is. Outdoor Life. I actually don't know who you are, Outdoor Life. But hi, how's it going? I'm surprised that you remember you played quarters, Mason. That's impressive. I know that we drank Four Locos, and I think we played quarters. I don't know that I remember anything else, but quarters were involved. That's funny. This is my favorite kind of night when we have like 30 or more people and we're... Talk 2020. Thank you, Binod. I'm glad that you like it. There are many people in this chat that get a little warm and fuzzy when I have my mustache the way that it is. 50 cal bullets are banned in Illinois. Well, okay, I think we need to clarify. There's two types of 50 cal. There's 50 BMG and there's 50 AE. And they're the same diameter, but they are not the same thing. There is. I have a Marlin 60 right here. The Woodstock is a Marlin 60. I didn't even point at it closely. Sorry. So yeah, it's a 22 with the tube magazine. Man, I should have kept my my ice cream. People were all over in the chat when I had ice cream. Your youngest son is cracker by birth. Good? Is that good? Is it bad? Do you use in shorts in the do you use any shorts? I don't. I only have long rifle. I don't hunt it very much anymore outdoor. Like the back of Takis? Do you guys like the back of Takis? I don't get it. Lyric, what is the back of Takis? Where in Florida are you? Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I don't go hunt very much anymore. If I do, it's usually for like pigeon and mourning dove. I usually hunt that on my mom's farm up in Idaho. Just because they live in her barn, and so I'll throw rocks at the roof of the barn, and when they come out, I go to war. Yes, I'm familiar with Takis. I just don't know what the back of Takis means. Morning dove is really tasty. It actually tastes kind of like Thank you, Slash Papa. Morning Dove tastes a lot like what was I saying? Sandhill Crane. It's a very good tasting meat. There you go, Anthony. There's some of the guns. Josue Paredes. America, cheeseburgers, and the flag. Yes. Eagles, cheeseburgers, and flags equal. Do I shoot my guns? I do. I don't have a lot of video of me shooting my guns because I have to go to an indoor range. So I have to go during their business hours. But I also have a family and teenagers, and I'm in the military and all kinds of other things. Dislike and report. Cool. Thanks, bud. You're cool. I don't care. I'm not doing anything wrong. Don't shut him down, guys. I want him to stay. I appreciate the engagement. I do have a tax stamp for my Nerf Mega. I do. ABC ABQ disliked and reported me, guys. I feel special. You wouldn't be the first. You won't be the last. This is my care face. How am I dealing with HIV? Don't lie. It's clear you got it. I'm fine. My boyfriend says it's cool. ABCAQ, ABCABQ, whatever you are, alphabet person. There is nothing you can say. All right? I am a 20-year veteran of the military. Nothing you say or try will ever affect me. But thank you for coming to the channel. Thanks for helping me get monetized. I don't even know what that means. Zero action seen clearly. You really need to stop shaving your beard. I come late at night and see you and think your beard. Sorry. So, okay, so my shaving waiver that I have for the military, it goes away in September. And so what I have to do is I'm trying to retrain my skin because I've had a shaving waiver for like 4 years. And I am trying to retrain my skin because I actually do have pretty sensitive skin. It gets really gross under my neck. It means you've clearly never been in combat. That's funny. That's funny. He says I've never been in combat. There's a bunch of people. You're right. I definitely haven't. You're right, ABC, ABQ. I've never been in combat. I've never spooned with another man in a whoopee before. Definitely haven't done that. Oh, man. That's great. I want to be just like ABC, ABQ. When I grow up. Stolen valor. Indeed. 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 Do you want to see my rip? Oh man, I am so much stolen valor. It's true. It really is. It really is. Have I ever shot an SMG? I have one. I mean, I've shot like a real MP5. Like I have a semi-auto. I mean my 9mm AR. Dude, I like it. I like that he's here. Thanks, Outdoor. That's awesome. Welcome to the show. I think you'll like it. Hey ABC, did you subscribe? I know you disliked and you didn't recommend, but did you at least subscribe? That way you can come back and make me feel bad in the future. It might work next time. It might. It might. It might work. Oh man, it's my favorite type of person to come onto the stream. Maui in Idaho. I was born in Idaho. I'm being really loud. My daughter's trying to go to sleep. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Riley. Is there a 12? It's a 12 gauge outdoor. That's a 12 gauge. It's a Remington 120. Indeed, right? What's not a wait? I don't know. That I was born in Idaho. Yes. What caliber is the red one? It's mega. It's mega caliber, Maui. Oh, it's low speed. Hey, bud, what's going on? The AK on the ground is a Chinese Norinco. It came into the country. There's a whole video on it. I really don't want to explain all of it. But it is now close to its former glory as a Type 56. How old are you? I am in my 40s. Sweet. Please, which AR, low speed? I have 3, bud. I have 3 ARs. Yep, I was born in little old Rexburg, Idaho. I'll share that. That doesn't tell you guys anything. Except that I was born in Rexburg, Idaho. Which is in the middle of, like, freaking nowhere, almost. I guess Rexburg's kind of big now. It's getting bigger. There's not really any work there, but there's a school. Okay. Home of the Utah, land of potatoes. Lyric, I'm in my 40s. Not gonna share how old, what my actual age is. But I'm in my 40s. So I live near Salt Lake. I live on the Wasatch Front. And in order to get to pretty much anywhere where there's kind of open space to shoot, it's like an hour and a half drive north or south. And then, like, it's not even, like, truly south. It's, like, south for a little ways, then west to get somewhere open. So it's, like, 3 hours just in driving to go shoot out in the open. And by the time I get there, I would have spent the same amount as just going to a range. So there are a couple of outdoor ranges here, but they require like you have to be a member. They're kind of like clubs. Thank you, Arizona kid. You're awesome. I think ABC left. Man, I like that guy. I miss him. I miss ABC, ABQ. Man. Does anybody else miss ABC and his high and mightiness? I'll bet he voted for Trump. Oh, I love that kind of negativity. When somebody comes in like that, dude, I love it. It's my favorite because... Yes, you missed the troll. You missed a troll. J-Dog, you need to just let things go. He keeps DMing you? I wonder if he's DMing me. I'm not even watching the stream because I have the stream up on one of my other accounts. And so like I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe they exchanged phone numbers. Jesus is here. Right there. Look in the chat, everybody. Jesus is here. You missed it, Jesus. There was somebody that was in here, and he was like, he started the conversation with, disliked and reported. So naturally, you know, I told him how much I appreciated it. It was great. It was great. It was like 5 minutes ago. You can go back and watch it if you want. It was really fun. He was all kinds of not happy. I think he was trying to rile me up, and it just made me laugh. It was great. I loved it. My favorite kind of people to be on the stream. Please, people, if you don't like guns, come to my stream. Can I walk you through the AR-10? Yes. So, my AR-10, low speed. So the upper receiver, I bought it on Delta Team Tactical. It's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a 20-inch barrel. I think it's a 1 in 8 twist. The scope is an Amazon Prime Day special. It was like a $250 scope that I got for like half off. So that's why I bought it. So it was fairly well priced. And I do that a lot. The lower receiver is an Aero Precision receiver. It's a 2-stage trigger that I got in a kit, again, from Delta Team Tactical. Most of the parts I got through Delta Team Tactical. Only the stripped lower I did not. That's the only thing I bought directly from Aero Precision. Everything else I got from Delta Team Tactical, and I paid like $20 and they assembled it for me, because if I have to choose between assembling it myself and paying $20 for somebody else to do it, I'm going to pay somebody else $20 to do it. Because that's time I don't have to take. But it is, it's sighted into, I can pretty consistently hit, like, I'll call that 6 MOA, whatever, at 1,100 yards, 1,200 yards. What do I do for a living? I am in IT. I'm like an IT manager, cybersecurity guy. So, and I'm in the Air Force Reserves. If you are interested in becoming a moderator, if you are subscribed to my channel, and I can see that you're subscribed, once you've been to like 5 or 6 of my streams consistently, and you help engage with in a positive way, not only in the chat, but with other members of the chat, you know, and you have fun with us, then I usually make you a moderator. So, Gunshots is almost there. Arizona Kid is almost there. They're pretty close. They've been very consistent and very supportive, and I appreciate that. Probably. We have too many mods already. No, I'm aware, Monkey. I'm aware. That's fair. There are some people that I don't make mods. I think that's why Corey doesn't show up anymore. Arkin? You said Arkin? For 0.5 MOA? What were you shooting them on? What platform were you shooting? You too, Monkey Man. Welcome to the channel. I hope I see you in the future. Look forward to it. J-Dog always says 50 cal. Your own brother took away your wrench on his channel. It's good to have... Hello, Farm Kid. It's good to have some moderators that don't actually have the wrench. That way you can just say what you want when you want and not have to worry about the repercussions. No, you're 100% correct, John Wicks. I have an ASMR video that's my guns shooting at the range. It's 10 hours of my guns shooting. I used to go and find another video, and I was like, I have footage of my guns. Why don't I just make my own? So I did. So I made an ASMR video. It's just my guns shooting. It's my logo of Snecky, of Tactical Snecky, with guns shooting in the background. I have a Remington Model 120 The one that's right above my head. Yeah, I thought for sure that my reloading one would be a bigger hit, but like um, my shooting range one. I don't think it's backwards. It works so far. No, no, I just play that in the background a lot. I also have, like I said, um, everything except the 22 fell over, which is weird because the 22 falls over like when I'm here when I'm not working, whatever. It falls over more than anything else. Which thank you everybody that messaged me to let me know that all my stuff fell over. I didn't get it till the very end of my day, but I appreciate it. It was good to know so that when I came home I knew not to just pick them up. I'm glad that I can help you fall asleep. That's fair. When I came in today, they were like all perfectly aligned on the floor. Like it was like they were aligned. It was very strange. Like all my magazines were on the floor. My 8-ball was like over here on the floor. So I don't really know how it happened. I'm guessing like there was either a ghost, or the F-35s and they're flying over and knocked it over. Right now, JB, my favorite gun is my AK, just because it's the newest gun to my collection. But it's just got kind of a cool story. I have a video on it on my channel if you want to check it out. It's kind of a long video, but it does go over some of the history of imported AKs here in the U.S. Nice, Jesus. Nice. Anytime you get a short that hits 1,000, that's worth celebrating. Everything over that is just like cake. It's like icing on the cake. Sorry. That's what I'm thinking, Keith. I'm thinking there was a ghost running around in here. Which makes sense. I mean, I'm sure I've offended somebody who's dead. But definitely not anybody in combat, because I've definitely never seen any type of combat at all. Never been involved with the unaliving of any terrorists in any way. Nope. I'm just a soft, pudgy dude that's never done anything like that. Monkey, I stream on... I try to stream like 4 nights a week at a minimum. Sometimes it's less, but usually it's about 4 times a week. What is my favorite optic? You know, that's a good question. I don't really have a favorite optic because most of my optics are very inexpensive. I don't have any super expensive optics. Sorry, my wife's texting me, guys. Just a second. She's been feeling good. What's my favorite? Yes, Lou Lewis. Everything is here, real. Yeah, they'll do that sometimes, John. Lou Lewis, yes, there are lots of guns. I like guns. What's my favorite concealed carry pistol? Right now, it's a toss-up between my compact dagger and my full-size dagger. So, like, daggers are by PSA, but they're like Gen 3 clones. So, it's toss-up between my 17 and my 19 clones. Lou Lewis, Liu. I think it's just Lou. But yes, all of my guns are real. Even the Nerf guns are real. Yeah, that's one of the things I know a lot of the. I do like my micro dagger. My daughter really likes my micro dagger. Um, one of the things I'll say, I kind of wonder if the reason I haven't had as many of the issues with strikes that some of you other guys and some of my other buddies like Prepared Father and Couple Ammo, Ammo Alchemist, FV Ordnance is because I don't do as much actual shooting. Yeah, just ignore it. John Wicks. One of my mods is gonna say something better. One of my mods is definitely gonna say something about your choice. But I think that's a great choice. So, everybody that's watching, if you would be so kind as to double tap your screen, will a yes, the slide will fit on a micro dagger. Yes. Yes it will. What do I think about 350? I think if you want to go 357 SIG, you can. I just think it's going to be harder and harder to find the ammo now that Glock's not going to make them anymore. I know other places do. Eric, it can kind of. But Christoph, I think that you're fine to do it. I just think that you can find similar performance out of a little bit more expensive 9mm ammo now. That's fine gunshots. That's cool. That's probably smart. Have I seen PSA's new version of the Glock 49? What? The Dagger X? Oh, I gotta look at that. Oh. Yeah, that's what this is right here. JB Hunting. That's what this is. Right here. Sorry. Oh, cool. Dangerous. I like all three. I have all three of the daggers. I have the full size, I have the compact, and I have the subcompact. I like all three of them. I rotate between all three of them as my EDC. I go to the range with all three of them. I'm at about 300 rounds through each one, and I haven't had any issues. I've heard They're right around 300 to 500 is when most people see issues. One of the things I want to do in a future video, I'm saving, is I'm going to buy like 3,000 rounds, and I'm going to do a single day, like 1,000 rounds through each one. And it's going to be a very long day. But it's going to be a torture test of 1,000 rounds through each one. And I want to see how many failures I actually get and how many issues I have with it. And if it fails, I'll send it back and they'll send me a new one. But yeah, I like it. I like my daggers. Oh, okay. Dangerous. I do not, Monkey Man. I am a faithful person. I'm just not a big church person. Yeah, so for me hunting, part of the reason I went with the Dagger is because one, I got a really good deal on the frames. I bought all three of the lower frames, and I got all three of mine for like under $100. But the reason I went with that is because I already have like my ARP, my 9mm AR. It uses Glock mags, so I wanted to go to Glock pattern pistols. And when I saw how much I could get the lower frames for, and then I could get the slides for a pretty low cost too, I went that route, especially when I did a lot of research and I saw that there's a fair number of people that replace things like the trigger and the barrels on their Glocks. And I knew that I was going to do that on the Dagger because everything I'd read said that I was going to, that it was a good idea to replace the barrel and the triggers. So I just went with the cheaper platform to begin with because I knew that I was going to change some of the parts anyways. There probably are, Mason. I think if you buy them right, then you can get a really, really good deal on the daggers, and then you can buy aftermarket parts. That's what I did. I bought, like, to give you an idea, I was able to get all three of my daggers, slides, and stock barrels, and the lowers, and the two Hollow Sun sights. I was able to get those for, I want to say it was close to $700. So I basically paid for the lowers and the optics, and I got the slides for free. And then I just bought some aftermarket barrels and aftermarket triggers for my two bigger ones. Because I knew I was going to replace those parts anyways. So all in all, I think it was about $1,000 in, but I got three, Glocks essentially, with two optics for under $1,000, right around $1,000, and that's a really good deal. Low speed, no, my bipod is on the correct way. Some bipods, the feet face forward. Mine do not. Mine face backwards. What's the best story with the Marlin 60? Oh, probably like at scout camp. When I went to the scouts, I was able to take my own rifle, and it was before we put a scope on it. And when you get the rifle shooting merit badge or whatever, sorry, I was reading it. No, the legs go out and they kind of tip out just a little bit like this. So when they're down, they kind of point a little bit. It's some Amazon one. I can't remember. I don't even know that the name's on it anymore. I think it's worn off. It was like, it was supposed to be $250. I got it on Amazon Prime Day for like 125. Low speed. It's like a 6.5 to 20 by 44. I think. Nice, William. Mine are good. Both my AR-15 and my AR-10 have Amazon optics on them, and they've worked fine. They've held zero for, one of them for 9 years, one of them for 6. So, why is there gunshots in the background? That's my ASMR video. I used to when I would go to bed at night, I leave my stream up so that you guys can keep talking to each other, and so that anybody that wants to come in can join the chat and talk about builds and ideas and costs and things like that. I try to make an environment where you guys can be creative and have fun, and just not worry about it. And I used to go do this video that was like 12 hours of gunshots, and it was like different gunshots. Some of it was really quiet and it was fully auto. Some of it was like cannon fire, and some of it was like, like an A10 gun. And then I realized it was like, if I'm gonna play gunshots every night, I should just use my gun. Hey guys, ABC came back. Hey buddy, we missed you. I missed you so much. It is Bezrillion. You're right. 0 seconds of combat. ABC. Besrilien. Low speed. 0 seconds. Mason, I actually have that video too. I do have that video already. I have an ASMR of gun actions, and I have an ASMR of gun shooting. Reed, I don't have a dedicated truck gun. I just have my pistols. If I'm taking guns in my truck, besides just my EDC, it's because I'm traveling somewhere and I probably have like 4 truck guns. ABC is back. He's back. He's back to have fun with us. Yeah, I don't keep any of my firearms in my guns overnight. I've never done that. I'm actually not a fan of that. So, I'm so happy you came back, ABC. Yeah, gun. That's unfortunate. I don't really know what that's like, because usually what it is at my house, it's like, hey, I'm going to get this from DoorDash. Do you want some? Yes. I'm so glad that ABC's back. You made my night, ABC. I want you to know that. That's fine. I as an expert in fetal alcohol syndrome, every time you look in the mirror, you probably would recognize it. So I appreciate you looking out for me, which is weird since my parents don't drink and never have. But I appreciate you looking out for me. Oh, cool. 1,200 yards, low speed. 1,200 yards. No problem, JB. Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to stop in any time. Yeah, you're right, ABC. You're right. I mean, I'm 90 minutes in. I still have 30 people watching. They've been engaged. People like me, except you. I like you. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. Hayden, I think you should go with the one that you think feels the best, that you are can afford and that you can afford to go shoot and get really proficient. Probably, if people were like me, the world probably would be worse. I'm an asshole. Man. But if people were like you, man, do you know how great the world would be? Everybody would commit suicide if the people were more like you. It really would. No, that's fair, Keith. That's fair. But yeah, Glock 45 is good. I like Taurus. I know that Taurus does have some QA things. I've had great experience with Taurus, but not everybody does. I don't know what a security 9 is. Sorry. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay, ABC. You're good. I think the Ruger RXM is a very, very good, like, if you want to go Glock pattern or similar to Glock pattern, like get some of the benefits of Glock and then some of the benefits of Ruger without having to upgrade a lot of things, I think the Ruger is a good choice. Okay, ABC. Yes, Unit X24. Welcome to the channel. Almost all my builds are Delta Team tactical builds. My ARs. I'm not sure. I think he just really likes the sound of his own keyboard. Yep, my AR-10 here. The arrow lower is from Arrow itself, but the upper is Delta Team Tactical. I have an Arrow Precision EPC9, and the upper on this one is also from Delta Team Tactical. So. Yeah, I knew that Magpul made the frame on the RXM. I like it, Mason. I think, dude, unit, like, welcome to the channel. We are all about that here. I tell people all the time, like, buy what's in your budget. I actually build on here for people all the time. I'll go, like, people will tell me what their budget is, and if they want, I'll go build them something. I'll go build them an AR-10 or an AR-15, and then I'll tell them, like, what to look for on those websites so that they can order it themselves. But I use Delta Team and other places all the time. With me in service, no wonder I lost. The U.S. hasn't lost a war in over 100 years. In over more than that. In 250 years. Back to back war winners, the U.S. So try again, ABC. Sorry. Yeah, we still won Vietnam. Dab329. Dude, I like your profile pic. Dumb and Dumber, dude. Hey, no problem, unit. Welcome to the channel. Stick around. You'll like it. I promise. All Arab wars were failures. Okay. Thank you, Bab. Do I want to roll to shoot shotguns? Hey, Rock Dog, what's going on? Do you want to... I don't understand, Clifford. Do you want to roll to shoot shotguns? Maybe I'm unfamiliar with that terminology. I don't keep any trapper shooting or sporting place. Tactical ultimate. Keep smiling and the muzzle out of your mouth and keep the muzzle. Yes, ultimatum, 100%. Are these guns real? Yes, they are. Mr. DNA, they are. What's the protocol for beard length on a gas mask? It depends on what your profile says. I think ABC ABQ is not from our country, because I think he's confusing American history, like U.S. history, with, I don't know, like German history. Don't own many modern guns. That's cool. Old guns are cool, dude. I used to have a really old gun that somebody made it theirs and not mine when I moved from Alaska to Arizona way back in 2007. Yeah, I don't know, man. Thank you, Raymond. I've heard that lead-based paint tastes better. Am I able to change my AR-15 barrel from 16 to 7.5 inches? Okay, Logs, is your lower receiver, was it purchased as a pistol or a rifle? That's the big question. I haven't shot a Meat 9. I've handled one, but I haven't shot one. So I don't know that I am right. I know that almost everybody I know that shoots Canics likes them. My experience with them is that they feel a lot like a cross between like a Walther and a Taurus. Yeah, now that they fall on the floor, I might have to check like all the zero on them. Most of my guns are just for target shooting now, and just for tactical practice and things like that. I don't hunt that much anymore. Yeah, I think it was a ghost. What's my favorite gun that I've made? So my favorite gun that I've built like from scratch is my ARP. I've kind of rebuilt this AK. It was in pretty rough shape. It didn't look like this. So I've rebuilt a bunch of the parts on it, and had to do like some metal work on it to get it to where it is. So it's... So if you're going to do shotguns in defensive drones, you actually don't want like a tactical shotgun. You would want something more like a longer barreled shotgun. And I would say not birdshot, but maybe like one step up from birdshot, but no bigger than number 4 buckshot. Yeah, that's what I was trying to find out is... Yeah, so Logs, you can do that, but you have to file the paperwork. You have to file a Form 1 with the ATF and pay the $200 to make it, like, to be tax stamp and NFA certified. Like the oil ABC? Like rapeseed oil? Technically, I have 2 DNA. Technically, I have 2. Jade Morrill, 907, dude. I went to high school in Fairbanks. Well, just outside of Fairbanks. If you've got, I know what 907 is. So yeah, Mr. DNA, technically both of my ARs are snipers. Yeah, tread lightly. ABC, anytime, any day, bud. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know if like your mom treated you poorly or didn't touch you the way that you wanted as a child, but like, I don't know. Can't fix whatever's wrong with you. I figured it would be something along those lines, dangerous. I did live in Alaska. I lived in Alaska for 15 years. What's a sniper? Just a long-range rifle. Maybe. I'm thinking he was adopted, and adopted mommy didn't live out some of the fantasies that he had from watching too much porn. That's my guess, which is weird, but hey, I mean, To each their own. Honestly, ABC ABQ is probably like a late teens, mid 20s, I don't know, liberal person that has never shot a gun, that doesn't know anything about guns, and thinks that if all guns from the United States were gone, that there would be less crime because he's retarded. So, your 1874 is in pretty rough shape. That sucks. John Wicks has dropped on his head and he's not that bad. I agree. Which place is my favorite in Alaska? So I've only lived in Anchorage and up in Fairbanks. How do I feel about Glock 27? Is Glock 27 the 10 mil? Or is it the 45? Oh, it's the 40? I wouldn't do that. Don't go 40 cal. Clip, don't go 40 cal. You get better performance out of... Yeah, but you get better performance out of 9mm now. And like 40 cal is starting to go away. It's gonna go the way of the ghost. You like 9mm, you can get better performance just all around with 9mm, and it costs less than 40. And if you need better than that, you can go up to 10, and 10 is starting to get cheaper than 40 now. So let's see. Let me see. Remember that time ABC said I'd never seen combat? Let's see. Well, let's see. Let's see. What's that, ABC? How would somebody get one of these photos? What about this photo? How would somebody get this photo? Oh, what about that one? Yeah, what about that one? Oh, what about that one? That's definitely not me. That's definitely not me. Oh, that's definitely not me. What do I know? I've never been in combat. That's definitely not me. That's definitely not me. Because I've definitely never been in combat. Oh, that's definitely not somewhere where there's bad guys. Oh, I definitely didn't go with these guys somewhere and get a picture of them traveling from point A to point B. Yeah. Never been to combat. Well, there's another one. That's definitely not me. Let's see. See if I can find some more pictures of definitely not me. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not me with my kids coming back from deployment. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not one of my supervisors. Oh, that's definitely not a deployed location with hardened facilities. to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. I love you.
I love you.
Did you plug in your phone upstairs?
No, I'll go do that.
Okay, where's your phone?
Right here.
Just give it to me. I'll
Okay,
do it.
1 sec.
Okay. Good night, sis.
I was on the phone with my friends.
Okay. Good night. I love you.
Good night.
Good night. I've been to a couple different places. I've been to Qatar. I've been to Saudi. I've been. I spent 2 years deployed with the Army doing counter-terrorism and counter-drugs. Somebody ban ABC. I don't do pedophiles. That was the wrong thing to say. That was the wrong thing to say. Can somebody also go in and report him to YouTube? Yeah, I did counter-drug, counter-terrorism. So... Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll put up with a lot, but there's that line. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's gone. He said something that if he was here, he would not be around anymore. No, Clipcast drugs are not awesome. What's the strongest gun I have? Up close, it's my shotgun. Shouldn't I be yelling at my kids? No. No, I don't yell. Yes, Eric. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So, in fact, of all the places I've been, the place that I felt the most threatened was doing that. Have you seen the movie Sicario, Eric? You know, in the end of the first Sicario movie, and they have the shootout in the tunnel, and they say the name of a little town, I was in that town. A 5.7. Monkey Man. I would take a 5.7 if somebody wanted to offer me a free gun. Oh, cool. Corbin, welcome. 5.7 is a very effective round for what it needs to do. Welcome to our little fun show, Corbin. Fart in mic? No. No, I'm not going to fart in the mic. Sorry, Goon. But you can listen closely and you can hear my guns shooting from an ASMR video that I've made. No, I'm not going to put the button. I'm not going to put my butt in the mic. Yeah, a lot of people can't afford 5.7. But if you like gun sounds, I can do gun sounds, man. So normally clip, it's not. This week I'm going to be doing a lot of really long streams because I'm doing stuff in uniform. So I'm not going to be at home able to like take 5-minute breaks and film and do shorts. So I'm going to leave my ASMR videos up for most of the day on most days, just because then you guys can come in and the mods hop in and just people can come in and you guys can talk and chat and discuss things. I really believe in an open forum when it comes to firearms. Hey, you're welcome, Monkey Man. I like it. Trevor, I am sorry. Time to move to Arizona or Nevada, bud. I know it's really easy for all of us that are like not in California to say that. I know that it's not easy to do that. You just came back from Ghana. That's cool, dude. What were you doing in Ghana? Deployed? Missionary? School? Ah, very funny. Arizona's not bad. I think Arizona's kind of at a tipping point. If the people in Arizona could vote like some actual good leadership into, yeah, that's what my fear is with Arizona is you've got Mark Kelly, who is the husband of arguably one of the largest gun control organizations ever, Giffords. Um, and you've got like a governor that's a freaking. I do a little bit of tactical stuff. I'm not like a super tactical trainer. I know how to do some tactical stuff because I've done it with the military. I've done it with the Army. I've gone through a lot of like real world training for it. I'm more of a practical stuff, and I guess really when you get down to it, like tactical and practical, they're not that different. No, Damien, that's weird. And so that's where. What is my worst experience in the military? Oh, dude, it's probably the same as what most people would say. It's just like dealing with the bureaucracy. Because you have to think about the military. It did make me laugh, Damien. You have to think about the. At Five Palms. That's cool. Hey, Tomsikin. The military, like, it's a corporation. It's a business. It's a business that's run by the government, but it is a business, which means there's certain hierarchies and there's like rules and regulations for everything. And sometimes like some of those rules, they only exist because someone needed to feel like they accomplished something. And so there's certain things about being in the military that can be really hard. Like I've been in for almost 20 years and I do cybersecurity and I still have to do like basic entry level cybersecurity training. I have to do it every year. And then there's things about like security and security measures. And I have certifications that show that I have been like a classified security manager. Why do I have to go and take all of these trainings when I have more experience with it than most people will have? Like, I have more experience with it in 1 year than most people have in 20 years. So it's just bureaucracy stuff like that. Hey, good night. Mwah. I love you. I hope you sleep well and have a good day tomorrow. Can you turn off that light to the bathroom? Okay. Thank you for letting the dogs in. Yeah, it's just stupid things like that. Like a great person to watch. Later, Smoke. So I once shot Corbin. Somebody had like a rifle pistol, and it was like 270, but it was a single shot pistol, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever shot. It was literally like, and this dude who owned it, he was like, "Okay, just keep going, keep leaning," and I was like this, and that's when he told me to pull the trigger because it was just like, and it was stupid. It was the dumbest thing. I was like, this is the least practical thing I have ever shot in my life. A 500 Smith & Wesson revolver is more practical than that thing. You ever get a dono? I am unfamiliar with that. Probably not going to eat a gas sandwich, Baba. Dangerous knows what I'm talking about. You've seen them. Like I could see maybe 5.56. Hey, Frogger, what's going on, bud? I could see 5.56 maybe being somewhat reasonable, or like 300 blackout maybe, but this was like 270 Winchester. It was just dumb. J-Dog, be nice. Yeah, it was stupid. No, I'm not monetized. Who was it? Sirens? I'm not monetized, so yeah. I'm close, J-Dog. I'm close. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Yeah, I used to go hunting a lot when I lived in Alaska, Corbin, but I don't go very much. Yeah, it'll be soon, Ontario. It'll be soon. Do I ever unalive? So probably not the most appropriate way to say it, Boba. Also, weird question to ask somebody, but I work in operations and I've seen my fair share of. If you're ABC ABQ, you don't think that, but I have seen my fair share of stuff. I've been involved in things and stuff. I understand what he's saying. I just it's a little too derogatory for me. I just say terrorists. Because there are some good people that live in the Middle East. It's not a Ruger 1022. It's a Marlin Model 60, but it is a 22. Go for it, Frogger. Agreed. Gunshots. That's like I've been in like 3 fights in my entire life that were like legit fights, not like sparring and boxing and things like that, where like it's a mutual thing, but like 3 legitimate fights, and yeah, fights suck, and so that's why. And they were all under the age of 18. YouTube. J-Dog's like, I can drop you 2 bones. It depends. There's certain Frogger. That's a really good question. Let me DNA. This is China. It's a tactical pilot chart. It's a hard question to answer. It's pretty good, Corbin. Ghost, because like it's different when kids are little, like they're just really reliant on you. When they get older, because they're not as reliant on you, you kind of just you guide them and you hope that they make the right decisions, but every once in a while they do things and you're just like what were you thinking? And it's different than when they're little kids. Like when little kids, they draw on the wall, you get mad, you make them clean it up, or they bring you a toy and you draw on their toy and you say, it doesn't feel good, does it? You teach them. But like when they're teenagers, they do stuff that you're like, okay, I can't really like reciprocate that because it's just stupid, Like if if they're struggling in school. Like you support them and you love them and you try to help them out, but when they have like all zeros, you're just like, okay, well, yelling at them isn't going to work. So how do I help motivate them? And you're just like you're not doing anything, and it's hard. It's just different when they get older because it's different types of problems. Like little kid problems, you get tired of dealing with the same problems because they just repeat the same problems. But when they get older, it's different because they do things that don't really affect you, that really they just affect themselves. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be the way with my kids. I can barely see your profile DNA, so no. It looks like a blue Lego duck guy. That's kind of what I see. Corbin, Utah gun laws are pretty good. um, that sounds about right. No, kids that age are hard because they don't. Yeah. Um, if dangerous, if you want somebody to check out a website, um, probably have them go to the Discord. Just post it in the Discord and have them go there. Um, but when kids are really little at that age, like they have to fail over and over at like little things. They have to fail over and over at little things. And so you just kind of have to you just kind of have to put up with it. Luckily, it's usually not huge things. Like it sucks when they don't want to like potty train, or when they draw on the wall, um, or when they play with their food. Like that sucks, but it's like really low. It's like low hanging fruit, man. And I know it's annoying as like a young parent with lots of kids. I mean, we had two kids under the age of 2, um, and then when our oldest was 4, our youngest was born. So, or sorry, when our oldest was 6, our youngest was born. So we had 3 kids under the age of 6, and all 3 of my kids are on the autism spectrum. So, like, I feel you. It sucks. But I promise you'll get through it. You just kind of have to laugh and have fun, and just remember that like they learn slowly, but when it finally clicks, it clicks. So I try, Shed. I try. I know you and I have had conversations, and I try. So I've I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. And if it helps somebody to like not do, and like as a father, you're gonna make mistakes. I tell people that all the time. You're not gonna be a perfect father. I'm not a perfect father now. Um, but the best thing you can do is learn from those mistakes. Um, be open, like with your partner, whoever your partner is, whether you're married or not. I'm lucky enough to be married to my partner, and she's awesome. Like, be open and just ask, like, am I doing this well? Am I doing this not well? Clipcast, what are you doing, man? Did somebody hack your account? You've never posted weird things like that before. Thank you, Corbin. I have like 3 because it's cheaper to just buy new ones than it is to buy the darts. So, yeah. It's definitely being a parent is just be there. I mean, I don't know if you've seen Frogger. Go check out some of my other videos. Like, they're few and far between when I do the shorts or I do the other videos. I do mackerel. I'll show you in just a second. Like, the best thing I can tell you is to learn your kids' personalities and, like, guide your children, but don't try to force your children to be something other than what they're supposed to be. I think you can teach them precepts and principles, and you can set an example for them even at a young age. That's awesome, Reed. Thank you, Gun. Thanks, John. So you guys can kind of reiterate and back me up on this. Like, there's gonna be things that, like, okay, so I have one daughter that I click really well with, and hey, welcome from Spain, bud. Correct, dangerous. But there's my older daughter. I don't always click with on things. She and I butt heads a lot, even though she and I are probably more closely aligned, like, with our take on the Constitution and things, because she wants to be a lawyer and she has seen some of the stupid things that they teach in school, and you've seen her on here before, but she's also very hard-headed, and that's a lot like me and a lot like her mom. And so we don't always see eye to eye, and there's things that she does, and there's nothing that I can do, and I don't even necessarily want to change her. I want her to change herself. I want her to recognize areas of growth, and that's really all you can do, like, throughout their lives, is help them understand, like, where they're doing things that maybe aren't the best for themselves. Teach them right from wrong to the best of your knowledge, and then help them understand what's right and wrong about what you believe. Agreed. That sucks, J-Dog. You should adopt kids. I'll bet that you would be a good parent, and there's some kids out there that could use good parents. So, yeah, my youngest was born. She turns 12 this year, so I was still pretty young when my youngest was born. I was in my early 30s. Yes, Frogger. Yes. I have a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old, and an almost 12-year-old. And I ask myself that all the time. I have to ask my wife, like, did I handle this correctly? Should I have handled this different? And there's always going to be moments where you're like, yeah, I could have handled that better. Even if you handled it really well, there's always going to be, I think I still could have handled that better. And that's healthy to recognize that. To always be questioning, did I do this right? It's when you start thinking, oh yeah, I handled that shit like a pro. That's when maybe you need to take a step back and go, Hi, Kiefer. Like, the moment you get a little too bold, that's, again, below average Utah dad. Like, I tell you guys all the time, like, I don't know if I'm a good dad. There's a lot of people that say I'm not a good dad. I think I do an okay job, but, I know that there's a lot of room for improvement, and it's healthy to have that level of awareness. I think I do, Easy Ranger. I think I do. Thanks, J-Dog. It's my ASMR video of my guns, DNA. They're shooting. If you go to my channel, you can actually play it on your own screen. Go for it, Easy Ranger. I also have one of just... Somebody was asking, do I have one of reloading? I have one that's just reloading. I did, Corbin. Thank you. I hit 20 years this year. Yeah, my videos, DNA, and Monkey Man, my videos are a lot funnier than my live streams. I do a lot of goofy stuff on my videos. So, and then my long form videos are like more informational and more inspirational, I think. I do a lot more talking about being a dad, and I talk about like gun history and statistics and facts. So if you want to learn some cool gun facts and stuff, you can go watch the long videos. But my shorts are usually just kind of goofy. All right, Easy Ranger, what's your question? Yeah, Monkey Man, you're 13. Don't you have to go to bed soon? Don't you have school in the morning? I hear you, Dangerous. Both? Hey, Crow. You're welcome, Frogger. Have a good night, man. I know it's getting late. I'm going to go to bed here pretty soon, too. That's not good for you. You need sleep to grow strong. It sounds dumb, but like teenagers and like preteens, I do like seafood boils, Crow. What's the best gun for hunting squirrels? Probably a 22 or a 17 HMR. Easy Ranger, if we're talking about a real... I gotcha. Dangerous. I'm hoping that my warrant packet goes through. I would say, hi, Evan. Yes, I am a little bit more thickly Tom Selleck. Evan, or Easy Ranger, I would say that like a 17 HMR or a 22 long rifle or a 22 short would be great for squirrels. Are you going to eat the squirrels? Are you going to make like squirrel jerky or squirrel skins? That's what I would suggest. I'm making one TMR. Any tips? Hold on, I missed it. Oh, you're making one tomorrow. Any tips? The smash burger was good, so trusting you with this one. I've actually never made a seafood boil because I've never lived somewhere where I could do a seafood boil. But go check out the YouTube channel Deer Meat for Dinner. He's got some good stuff for like homemade like boils, and I know that Meat Eater, the guy that does Meat Eater, Steve something, he does boils like that. Hey, Screaming Pollock, what's going on? Good evening from Wyoming. Hey, another free state. That's awesome. No, true. Dangerous. Very true. Very true. I don't know, like a crab boil with potatoes and crawdads and I should do some more like recipes. I made such good burritos tonight. I made elk burritos. They were so good. Yeah, Old Bay, and smack your mama. Bye, Felicia. Thank you. Yes, that's a Model 60. Yeah, my elk burritos tonight. I did a pound of ground beef. Hey, Mario. I'm sorry that you live in Washington, but I'm glad you're here. I've never checked out Stoutcracker. I'll have to check out Stoutcracker. I really like tasting history with Max Miller. I really enjoy watching his videos. I'm sure that he is not of the same political persuasion as me or feel the same way about firearms. I may be judging a book by its cover. I just get a vibe. But he has little Pokemon stuffed animals, and I like the way he presents his things and what he does with tasting history. But what was I going to say? Somebody said something. Oh, so my elk burritos. My buddy shot an elk. He gave me some of the elk meat, so I had ground elk. So I had like a pound of elk. So I just browned it. I put a little because elk is really lean, and it can be gamey. So I did a little bit of bacon fat. I don't ever throw away my bacon grease. I always collect my bacon grease. So I did a little bit of bacon grease. Got my bacon grease nice and hot, and then did my elk meat, and then I used a bag of Trader Joe's roasted corn. Like, trust me on this. Bag of Trader Joe's roasted corn. Then you do like 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning, just any type of taco seasoning, and like 2 teaspoons of MSG. Just let that cook. Then I threw in some potatoes and some black beans. Good stuff. Just throw it inside of a burrito and then grill the burrito in a pan. Easy stuff. So. Yeah, I wanted something that I could make easy so that in the mornings when I have to get up at 5 or when I have to get up at 4 to be out the door by 5 to get up to the base at a decent time for what's going on. I wanted to just be able to cook some burritos in the morning and then throw them in my little bag. So, I keep mine in a mason jar, J-Dog. In a mason jar with a handle so I can pour it really easy. But hey guys, I have to get up, like I said, at 4, which is in like, it's like 7.5 hours. So if I'm lucky, I'll fall asleep by 11 and get like 5 hours of sleep. So I'm going to move the camera forward. You guys know the drill. You guys can continue to chat with one another, get to know each other. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you like what we talked about, go check out my other videos. Maybe subscribe, and feel free. This video is going to be up. I'll close it in the morning, and then I'll start a new stream, a new ASMR stream in the morning, for while I'm gone and wearing the uniform. And then we'll reconvene tomorrow afternoon, probably around 4 when I get off, because I have 12-hour days right now. But you guys have a wonderful night. Check out if you need some sounds to fall asleep. Maybe check out on your own if you don't want to stay on this. Just go watch one of my ASMR videos. You can listen to gun reloading sounds, or you can listen to the gunshots on your own. You guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk tomorrow, friends. Probably. We'll probably talk tomorrow. Alrighty. All right, dogs, come on. Love you guys. Be awesome.